And David Fultz, you may ask the first question.
Cade, what's up, man? David from Rivals. Two questions. What are you down right now, weight wise? Because the talk has been how much pounds you dropped. And then my second question is, what have you seen from Trey at first base that has made? I mean, you experienced this. You were the young player who got first base. What makes him good at that position?
Right. Yeah. So yeah, the question with Trey, you're just seeing such a young kid come in and just kind of have such a mature approach to things. You know what I mean? He doesn't play like a freshman. He doesn't act like a freshman, if that makes sense. He has a mature approach to the plate. He's been one of our best hitters on the team. Kid works extremely hard. So proud of Trey. I knew him previously coming in here, but it's just been so good to see Trey excel and do what he's capable of doing. I think he's going to do great things for us this year, and just happy to have him here for sure. And the other question, down-wise, I lost 24 pounds since Corona.
All right, next question from Glenn West.
Yeah, hey Cade. Just I'm curious just what your transition has been like, out to left field and then the outfield. I mean, just how has that gone for you? Is that a spot that you've played in the past and just feel comfortable with? I mean, just talk about all that kind of stuff.
Right, yeah. So I played a little bit in high school, the outfield, mainly my freshman and sophomore year. So it wasn't too bad of a transition. Just worked extremely hard out there every single day, doing what the coaches want me to do. Making different plays in the outfield. Kind of a little bit different than first base. That's a little bit slower paced out there, but you're kind of on your own in terms of go and make plays. So you got to go make them, and just worked extremely hard, and we'll continue to work hard when the season comes and into the season as well. Just trying to be serviceable out there for sure.
And just a quick follow-up. I mean, do you feel like your improved athleticism has really helped you kind of, develop, as a, as like a better outfielder? I mean, do you feel like your body is moving quicker out there and
right.
It's making you a better left fielder?
Yeah, absolutely. I would give the credit to just me becoming more athletic. Being able to move side to side faster, turn around and get the top speed quicker. I think that just goes back to, just getting my body right this offseason is a big credit to that. And that I would have to agree with you.
Jared Joseph.
Okay. Trey had talked about his friendship and relationship with you. Could you go into a little detail about that and just say how y'all friendship has been as far as longevity and how it initially got started as well?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So, Trey's from New Orleans as well. Kind of knew him a little bit in high school, just playing against him in the Catholic League, kind of working out with him in the offseason a little bit, just hitting sessions here or there, throwing a little bit. Our friendship has evolved so much more than back in the day as well. We're really good friends, root for each other. Both had the same goals in terms of career-wise, want to achieve the highest things that baseball has to offer. So Trey's a great person. I look at him as one of my closest friends, and I just blessed to have him as a friend, I guess. I don't know.
All right, next question from Chessa.
Hey, Cade. So just kind of talk about your veteran leadership ability. You go from first base, now you're over to left field, but you're one of the older guys coming from originally being one of the younger guys on the team, and now you're in this leader veteran role now.
Oh yeah, so it felt like just yesterday I was the young guy that just came to campus, learning from the other guys. So it's been good. Definitely used some things I learned from guys like Josh Smith and Antoine and Cab and all those guys, Waddy, Clay Moffitt. The list goes on. Just learning from their leadership styles, trying to incorporate them into all of my own. It depends on who you're talking to, whether or not, like if it's a guy that you can yell at and, get him fired up, or it's a guy that, doesn't handle pressure like that well, so you got to take him off this side. I think that's one thing that's evolved my leadership is just kind of, one, you have to know your teammates and know who you're talking to. I've been through a lot of situations here at LSU in my career, which is a great thing. Just offering any guidance I can to these younger players and just try to help them out in any way I can is that's my job as a leader, so.
Also, a follow-up question to that. Not a lot of guys would give techniques at first base like you have with Trey Morgan. He outright said, like, you taught him a lot of things coming in that he wasn't prepared for. Kind of what did that mean to you to be able to help someone, especially knowing that he's going to be such a big asset to you guys?
Right. I mean, yeah, you see a guy in Trey and you see the capability that kid has playing first base. You want to help him out in any way possible. And me being here, I know the way Coach Mary likes things done. So I was just, trying to help out Trey. Like, hey, Trey, just look out for this, this, and this. This will help you out in the long run if if you're in this position for this play, whatever the case scenario may be. So I was just trying to teach him everything that guys ahead of me taught me, and Coach Mary just shared his wisdom with me. So I was just trying to give that all to Trey, mold him into, because when I looked at Trey the first day I seen him play at LSU, I was like, wow, this kid's going to be special for sure. Just the way he picks balls, throws the ball, fields ground balls, etc. I was like, I want to help this kid out any way possible because it's going to make our team better in the long run, obviously. And, when you have a good team, yeah, good things happen. So.
All right, let's go to Bree from Tiger TV, and then after Bree, Wilson Alexander.
Hey, Cade, this is kind of like a funny, lighthearted question. So in the off season, we kind of saw you, especially, and also a lot of your teammates get a little more facial hair.
Yeah.
See that Paul Mary kind of got rid of that rule. So how did y'all feel about finally get to have, I guess, facial hair on the team?
We were super excited. That was one of the best texts I've ever received to this day, the facial hair text.
You took advantage of it.
Yeah, it's growing out a little bit. The guys are excited. I think that's the only time ever we've responded back to Coach Mary's group text. He kind of just says stuff and we listen, but we were all like chirping back, excited. And obviously the shaving rule before that was a rule that's been here for a while. So it was a big deal when it got lifted. So we were pumped.
When did hey Cade, how you doing?
What's going on?
When did he? What was his text? What did it say? And when did he send that?
I think it was sometime in either late June, early July, somewhere in the months of June and July. Was just like, guys, just today and age, I don't want to have you guys restricted anything. Just kind of want to let you guys go free. And we were like kind of confused. He's like, you know what? No facial hair rule. It's gone. So it was a great day.
On a more, not as lighthearted note, I mean, I know you were able to play summer ball, but even before that, I mean, when the season, ended, sort of, what did you do in the months between that and being able to go play summer ball?
Right. So I was actually blessed to have a facility open in New Orleans where my parents live. I was actually blessed to have a facility open so I can get stuff done. I would hit pretty much every day, do some field work probably 3 or 4 times a week, and work out and throw. So, I mean, it was good to get stuff done during that time. And obviously I was running and stuff, just around the house and all that kind of stuff. But it was just good to get stuff done in the COVID pandemic when that first happened, because I know a lot of stuff was shut down and a lot of guys around the country didn't have that same luxury. So I was definitely taking advantage of it, and I didn't really miss a beat.
Hey, let's go to Jared from the Reveille.
Hey, Cade, we've talked about your development as a hitter before where, your freshman year you were really pulling a lot of balls and they would shift on you. And now last year you really developed to the point where you could hit to opposite field and force them to play regular defenses against you. What would you say is the next step in your development as a hitter?
Just continue to attack the points you just mentioned. Just spraying the ball over the field. I think that's the next step. Becoming more consistent at that. Just kind of becoming more mature in my approach. And, just becoming the most clutch hitter I can be in terms of driving in runs, coming up with big hits, and the big situations. So, just coming up with big hits and big situations, and just trying to be the best me that I can be. I think that's the next step. Is just you can never be consistent enough. That's a thing that's said around here by Coach Mary. So you just want to be as consistent as possible.
All right, any other questions for Cade Beloso? I'm sorry, Jacques. Jacques has a question, go ahead.
Yeah, Cade, just, last year, you guys only played 17 games. The team average was around 250, and a lot of you guys that were in that lineup are back this year. How do you feel collectively how this offense will be this year? And Coach has said, obviously, Trey Morgan and Cruz will play a big role in that also.
Right, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think our offense is great. We've got a bunch of great hitters, a bunch of talented hitters, and people who work extremely hard. I don't think there's another hard-working hitting team in the country like ours. So I'm just so excited to see what we can do as an offense this year. I'm getting chills just talking about it right now. I think we're going to, do great things to back up guys like Jaden Hill that I'm looking at in this room right now. all that pitching staff, we want to provide for them. Last year's in the past. We don't really want to talk about that anymore. We've definitely moved on and matured from what happened at the beginning of the season. But, I'm just so excited to get going and get ready, start barreling balls all over the yard and winning some games here soon.
Okay, any other questions for Cade? All right, thanks, Cade.
Thank y'all.